Grand day, everybody. It's Marco's Christolight here of Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, and I decided to come live today to give you guys a little bit of details, as well as allow you guys to hear from me about this upcoming Root Chakra Empowerment Zoom Flowshop that I have going on. And yes, I call it Flowshops, but it's also known as workshops, of course. And Flowshops is just a, alchemical, transcendental name that I came up with for workshops, as I'm trying to program myself into a more graceful and more loving language of the things that I am participating in and being a part of energetically. So I decided to start calling workshops Flowshops, because it's really just about getting your energy flowing, getting your current going, cleaning as well as attracting, and that's what felt called to my heart. But yeah, I'm here today to talk about the details of this coming up Sundays, which is also Easter Sunday, Zoom Flowshop, which will be about the root chakra, and it'll be up to about 2 hours long. 2 hours will be the max. And in this space, you will be receiving the teachings and guidance through me of the in-depth details, characteristics of what the root chakra is and how it relates to our multidimensional human life. And you'll also briefly learn about the chakras in a basic standpoint if you're not familiar with the chakras yet, or you just need a refresher on the chakras. I'll be touching on in the very beginning what the chakras are when it comes to their mechanics, as well as their divine creation when it comes to this multidimensional human life that we're in. So along with learning about the details and the characteristics of what the root chakra is and what it provides to our everyday human life, you'll also be able to learn what it looks like when blockages as well as overactivations within the energy center start to manifest and take place, whether this is on a mental level, a emotional level, or on a physical level. The chakras tie in and correlate to all three stages or all three levels of our human being, that is being the mental, emotional, and physical health and well-being. If you guys haven't yet, in my YouTube channel, if you go to Light Body Awareness 101, I actually teach in depth the basics and the fundamentals, as well as give you a visual whiteboard diagram while I'm speaking on what the light body is, also known as the energy body or the etheric body, and how it functions and what it means and what it does in our human life. And then with that, I tie in the chakras, as the chakras are a alignment or a part of the energetic or the etheric body of our human blueprint. And with that being said, I also have a part 2 or episode 2 on there, which is all about chakras, where I start to go into the fundamentals and basics of the chakras and its relationship to the light body, and then the relationship to our everyday human life. So yeah, we'll also be going over blockages and overactivations within the root chakra, what that can look like and manifest into your everyday human life. And examples of this could be being ungrounded, be in scarcity mindset, feeling like we are overly anxious or constantly depressed. And this can also result into blockages within our abundance and blockages within our financial currency as well. And then some other blockages within the root chakra can also look like being easily triggered into fight or flight mode whenever we hit chaos or go through change. And it's also going to be your main anchor point for your stability as well as your inner security of being settled and grounded and being present in your human life. So we'll be learning more in depth about these things, these characteristics, as well as more when it comes to the Root Chakra Empowerment Flowshop on Sunday. So along with learning these overactivations and these blockages, I'll provide a space and opportunity for us to be able to journal and reflect as a conscious community space. And then I'll also give you a couple minutes within that space to be able to share out loud within the group space anything that you would like to reflect on, get feedback on, or guidance on when it comes to what you wrote down regarding blockages and overactivations within your root chakra. So this will be a perfect opportunity for you to be able to identify consciously any blockages or overactivations you have in your own current and present life regarding the root chakra. And then along with that, you'll have the complement of being able to reflect out loud and then receive any guidance or tips through myself or others within the community space. So along with that, I will then be giving us different strategies, different practices and tools that you can use in your everyday life to be able to maintain balance, clearing, activation, and a healthy relationship with your root chakra. I'll be going over crystals, different yoga practices, meditations, affirmations, and other strategies that you guys can use for the root chakra. So not only will you learn about the root chakra, not only will you be able to help identify any blockages or overactivations that you have in your present and current life regarding your root chakra, but you'll also be provided opportunity to journal, to reflect, to receive guidance, and then along with that, you'll also be receiving different practices, tools, and strategies that you can use in your everyday life. And then to wrap up, in this beautiful Zoom space, I will be facilitating and guiding a root chakra affirmation meditation. And this root chakra affirmation meditation is going to help you integrate whatever lessons or whatever information you've reflected on regarding the blockages and overactivations of the root, to bring that into a meditation where you get to surrender, let go and release these energies, and call in and open yourself up to receiving more light and healing for balance. I will be guiding us through this process of integrating the lessons as well as releasing any blockages or overactivations to help bring balance and maintenance to the root chakra. So all of this will be included within the 2-hour space on the Chakra Empowerment Zoom Flowshop coming up on the 31st at 3:33 p.m. Eastern via Zoom. And if there's any questions at all regarding this space, how to sign up, or what all you have to bring, just reach out and I will gladly give you the best answers I can. And I look forward to all of you guys that are going to be there. I know quite a bit of you have already signed up, and I look forward to seeing more of you guys sign up, as it's a beautiful opportunity to really come in balance, to come into harmony, and to bring healing to your root chakra. And this is a free donation-based space. You know, it's completely donation-based, and you get to learn a lot as well as participate, experience. And this is a big thing about me, is experience. You'll be able to experience and feel for yourself what it's like to explore the root chakra, what it's like to clear the root chakra, and what it feels like to go through a transformational process of feeling it before, coming into the space with a lot of density and blockages, and then being able to experience for yourself and feel the process of what it can feel like to alchemize, to clear, and to activate the root chakra through the lessons that we'll go through, as well as my meditation that I'll guide. So I believe that's all I have for you guys when it comes to this space. Like I said, if you have any further questions, just reach out, and I'll gladly give you any answer to the best of my ability. And if you guys would like to register and sign up, as there are still spaces available, you guys can go directly to the link in my description on Facebook, or you can go to the link in my bio here on Instagram. And you can also go directly to the website, sacredlight33.as.me, and you'll see at the top of the page, just be the first one you book. It'll be Root Chakra Empowerment. Then you just register, and you're all good to go. If you don't want to do it that way, you can also just direct message me, and just let me know that you're interested in the Root Chakra Empowerment. Give me your email, and I'll send you over the guidelines, the codes, as well as the Zoom link. And feel free to share this with family, friends, loved ones that you'll be with in person during the holiday on Easter. It's a beautiful space that is family oriented for all ages, all walks of life, to be able to learn more consciously and more holistically about who they are as a multidimensional human, a I am being experiencing as a human, and to be able to take self-empowering knowledge and wisdom and integrate it into their everyday life. So like I said, this is for everybody. It's for all walks of life, whether it's our kids, our parents, our friends, our loved ones, whoever it may be. Don't be afraid to open up and give this type of opportunity to those that you love, that you'll be with on Sunday during Easter, and see if they want to be a part of a beautiful, connective, and spiritual thing together. But alright, that does it for me on this announcement. I'm going to go ahead and close this out with a oracle card from the Beyond Lemuria deck, just to give us a little supportive energy for today in the collective. Alright, so our card today for the collective, take it or leave it if you would like, is She of the Lotus. I really love this card, She of the Lotus. And the first thing that always stands out to me is up here at the top. You have the crown chakra and the violet flame. The violet flame of transmutation. She of the Lotus. Go ahead and read out the book for us to close this out. So She of the Lotus represents shadow work, addressing dissonance, seeing downfalls as the flip side of superpowers. Loving yourself back to wholeness, the beautiful lotus that grows from murky waters, disempowering triggers, bringing light into your dark corners. Wow. Definitely makes sense with what we're in the midst of right now just coming out of the equinox and now stepping into the potency and the purity of being in the midst of this eclipse season now, as we are officially, coming out of the lunar eclipse that took place with this full moon that we are still in the midst of, and coming to the second part of. We then have the solar eclipse that's going to be coming up on April around the 8th. So with that being said, there's going to be deep purges, deep reflecting, and a lot of memories and old attachments and cords that are going to be coming up to be faced as we continue on here. And there's going to be no hiding from it. There's going to be no running. There's going to be no deflecting. It's going to be facing ourselves, facing our true self, and acknowledging our own behaviors, the things that we are holding on to, the baggage that we are still carrying, the people pleasing, the feelings of unworthiness that we are putting upon our own self, as well as other things. These are all going to be surfacing. And I just remind us to step into love, to remember to ground daily. And this is why the root chakra is important, because the root chakra is our main center for our ability to be grounded to the earth and be grounded into this human life, in this physical realm. The more that we are not grounded, then the more likely we are to be anxious, the more likely we are to be depressed, to feel lonely, to feel separate, and feel like we don't have a purpose, or that we're lost, confused, don't want to be here in this human life. These are all tendencies that can start happening when we have a blocked up root chakra and our energy cord is not able to ground and anchor into the earth grid and the earth realm, which is where our physical human body resides. So if we're not able to ground and anchor properly and in a balanced state to our human earth vessel, then it's going to be chaotic, it's going to be scarcity, it's going to be very separate in the illusions that we experience. And we all know that feeling and what that can be like when we're continuing to feel and sense and put our free will of our conscious choice and perception into the perception of being separate. So with this being said, the divinatory meaning here for this card, She of the Lotus. Take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. Are there elements of yourself you need to take out of your trash, dust off, and reabsorb? Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity in an area can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darkened, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness. In self-love, peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear. Bring them into the daylight, under a loving and compassionate light. They will resolve and reassimilate so you can rearrange with your superpowers. Beautiful message today. Really beautiful message. And this is a very micro to macro level thing as well. Reflecting upon our patterns. Our unconscious patterns can be as little as the way that we subtly self-sabotage our own blessings. The way that we put a limitation upon our own self and our capabilities. When we're triggered and we're impulsive, we go back to using, or we go back to binge eating, or we go back to clinging on to others, projecting our emotions onto them. These are all unconscious patterns that we can have as human beings, and I know that I've had as a human being as well on this journey, and still do sometimes. No matter how enlightened, no matter how spiritual you become, you are always subject to experiencing the contrast of life. And may we remember that we're always subject to experiencing the contrast of life. And that's why we're here in this human journey. There is no other reason why we would have all of this to experience, all these different concepts and all these different human things, if we weren't meant to experience it. So just remember to step more into grace, remembering that you're connected with all, and that through you is the source, the creator, God, and that's always with you. Always. And remember, if you ever need to, you can always give up and surrender. Surrender your attachments, surrender your identity, surrender the things that are keeping you in density and keeping you in imbalances, to the remembrance and to the knowing within yourself, in your mind and in your heart, bridged together, that you are a divine being. You are the living prophecy of the Spirit flowing through you right now in this moment, and in every single moment. Even if you're going through a downfall, even if you're going through a joyous time, even when you're going through a struggle of not knowing what to do next or who to trust, remember, while you go through these different phases, while you fluctuate up and down between the contrasts and vibrations of life, remember that within all of it and around all of it, there is a source, there is a power that is within each and every inch. Every single mental vibration, within every ounce of light and energy there is possible in this infinite, eternal flow, is with you in each and every moment. Never separates. Even when we choose the delusion that we are separate from Source, we are still never truly separate from Source. But we can temporarily experience the delusion to have the experience of ourself. And we'll always come back around to remembering that we are here, that we are the I Am, that we are here to be, and if we weren't, then we wouldn't be. All of this anchors into your being more naturally. It flows through you, flows through your cells. It uplifts your cells. It uplifts your blood flow. It helps heal your mind. It helps heal your emotions. It helps bring peace to your physical being. The more that we can embody and step into this knowing that I am connected to all consciousness. I am connected with the Source. The Source is within me. I am within the Source. We are never separate. And I've been blessed and given this life to be able to experience the ups and downs while still having the Source at all moments love me through my mother and my father principles of life. Mother Earth, Father Sky, Mother, Father, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine within me and within you. It's always with us, giving us love unconditionally, no matter what we do. And may we remember this. May we remember that within us, that we can access unconditional love, forgiveness, compassion, and purpose within ourselves. Everybody have a beautiful and blessed day. Reach out to me if you'd like to be a part of the Root Chakra Empowerment on the 31st. Wholeness and balance, love.